How long have I wanted to start a band? I've wanted to start a band for over 20 years, probably since before I started playing guitar. I just always knew I wanted to create something and just work with other people and make music and enjoy myself. I had my first band when I was 18, the drummer was 12. He's still playing, he's awesome now that he's in his 30s, but yeah, he was 12 at the time. Running far in outer space. I don't think we had a name because we never really played any shows, but yeah, that was fun. Done a lot of bands. The only band that kind of did anything that is worth noting would be a band called Hydrant. We were a band here in the city for about 5 years. Released a couple albums, played a lot of shows. I learned a lot by being in that band. It was a lot of fun. Stunned by Silence was always the goal. Like I said, I started that band, the first band, when I was 18, and learned pretty quickly that I didn't know what I was doing, and maybe I shouldn't be leading a band. So I took the time to go through a bunch of different other musical projects with the idea of learning what I needed to learn so that I could be in a band and do it properly and not be, hey, you do this and you do that, because being in a band isn't about one person, it's about everybody coming together to make something. And personally, I'm a big fan of Radiohead. They're huge, huge influence on me. I also really love bands like the Deers and the Get Up Kids and Russian Circles. The band currently consists of myself, Doug Adams on guitar and vocals, Matt Pino on bass, and Ben Cook on drums. As for the name, I've had this name for a long time. I came up with the name about 6 years ago. I was walking to work and it just kind of popped into my head just like a phrase. And at the time I was playing bass in a prog band. And I remember we didn't have a name and I took it to them. I'm like, hey, I thought of this name last night. I was all proud of it. And I'm like, we should do it. It's Stunned by Silence. And they're like, no, we're not using that. So I just kept it. And then when I left that band and decided to form this band, it was not a debate. It was like, this is the name, we're going with it. Everyone else just kind of deal with it. So yeah, the name was mine. And it doesn't mean anything either. I had someone ask me that recently. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't stand for anything. It's just a name. Being in a band with old friends is fantastic. I've known Matt since he was about 11 years old. He's now in his 30s. I've known Ben since he was about 16. It's great because there's no egos. We know each other really well. And so there's no power struggles. There's no real arguing. It's just kind of walk in and talk about what we want to do and jam. And it's great. It makes writing songs really easy and makes dealing with the other guys in the band really easy. I describe us as loud rock. I don't want to say hard rock because I feel like that's like Nickelback and Theory of a Dead Man, and we're definitely not that. We're kind of a mesh of post-rock and hardcore punk and 90s alternative with a bit of folk thrown in here and there. So yeah, the best thing to say was just loud rock, because it's really loud. You probably should wear hearing protection, you know, when you're listening to us, because it's really loud, especially live, but that's what makes us fun. So.